So you're new to Genshin, we are doing some 10 pulls on the current weapon banner, and you get 4-star RainSlasher. Now, in this video, we are going to look at this weapon, what it does, and who it can be good for. Also, yes, I am using the Fox again today. That is because I have been moving a lot of stuff around in the room. You guys will be able to see everything that's kind of been going on if you check out the 24-hour live stream, which will be on the 30th through the 31st. I will be starting at 9 a.m. my time, which is Mountain Standard Time, on the 30th, going until 9 a.m. the 31st. 24 straight hours of streaming, no sleeping. So do be sure to check that out whenever we do that. We're going to be doing some Genshin, we're going to be doing some HSR, we're going to be doing some Withering Waves, which I haven't started yet. I'm going to start it on stream. We've got some games to play with the mods. We're going to do You Laugh, You Lose. We got a lot going on during that stream, so do be sure to check it out. So this weapon does get up EM, and it's passive. When the enemy is affected by Electro or Hydro, it'll increase damage by 36%. This is at R5. Now, we did talk about this weapon in Beidou's video because this can actually be a pretty good weapon on Beidou if you have enough ER on her without needing an ER weapon. As you can see, we have Beidou using it with the normal attacks without enemies being affected by Hydro or Electro. We're hitting in the 600s. Whenever we make them with that first swing, whenever we have Electro on the enemy, it goes up to 799. That is the increase in the damage. The following skills after that are also going to be doing more damage when the enemy is afflicted by Electro than the initial hit with the Electro. So as you can see, this pass is going to be really, really good for a character like Beidou, especially in like a quick bloom team or a quick end team where you want the EM and the passive. And because of how Quicken Aura works, it's still going to be afflicted by Electro, so this passive will be up a lot, especially if you're in a quick bloom team where the enemy is also going to be afflicted by Hydro. You can still have this passive going for Beidou. Now, the thing with Beidou, as we talked about in the other videos, Beidou is very energy hungry. You need to have enough ER on Beidou first. So if you have to run an ER weapon, do that. If you are running another Electro character in your party, that helps. With another Electro character, you can get away with like 200 to 220 energy recharge. If Beidou is the only energy character in your party, you need like 250 to 280. That is if Beidou is the only Electro character in your party. You need a ton of energy recharge. So make sure you have the energy recharge before you look at a non-energy recharge weapon. In a Quicken and Aggravate team, she is really, really going to love this EM. It is going to be great for her. Just, again, make sure you have the ER. Next, we're going to look at a character like Razor. Now, my Razor is level 20, so I'm not going to show this weapon on him. But Razor is like a smaller Cyno who loves quick bloom teams. Razor loves quick bloom teams. This is where he really shines. And this can be a phenomenal weapon for Razor. Because of the EM, because of the passive, he's going to be able to take full advantage of this weapon. But because he's only level 20, we're just going to skip right on ahead and go talk about Gaming. Now, Gaming can use this weapon very, very well in a Vaporized team. Now, you notice I have Charlotte in there for some melts, but Gaming can use this weapon really, really good, especially if you're running him with something like Marshmallow Hunter, where you're going to get your crit rate from the set, and then you can focus on crit damage as for the circlet. Then you can run something like this for him to get his EM up. On Vapes and Melts, you want around 200 EM. This weapon can get him really, really close to where you don't have to invest much in it on substats for artifacts. This can be a really, really good option for him in a pure vape team or a vape/melt team like we're currently running on screen. This can be really, really, really good for Gaming. Next, we have a character like Diluc. Now, Diluc, in a similar vein to Gaming, you want him to be causing the vaporized reactions, right? You want to partner him with like Xingqiu, Yelan, other characters that will allow him to get vaporizes off of. He's going to love this weapon for that. Now, because I refuse to use Diluc, we're not going to show him on him. I got a lot of caveats in this video, I guess. Finally, we're going to look at a character like Kaveh. Now, because Kaveh loves Elemental Mastery, because his whole thing is around setting off blooms, he will love this weapon as well. And I believe that because in the passive it doesn't specifically say like skill or normal attack or charge attack, it just says damage, then it will increase the damage of the enemies hit by his blooms that he is setting off if they are affected by Electro or Hydro. Most likely it's going to be Hydro for creating more blooms. So even if this passive doesn't quite work the way that I think it does, then he can still make use of the Elemental Mastery in a very, very good way. That is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, do be sure to leave it down in the comments. Myself or somebody else be sure to answer it, and I will see you in the next one.